Exhausted, I trudged through the front door, the weight of a long workday clinging to me like damp fog. The house was quiet, save for the soft hum of electronics and the faint clink of metal from the kitchen. I kicked off my shoes, tossed my bag on the couch, and sniffed the air. Something smelled good like garlic and rosemary, with a hint of sizzling butter. My stomach growled. I hadn't cooked in weeks, so what was this? Optimus? I called, half expecting silence. Instead, a smooth, metallic voice responded from the kitchen. "Welcome home, Mia. Dinner will be ready in approximately 12 minutes. I grinned, still not used to the fact that my house came with an Optimus, a sleek, humanoid robot designed by Tesla, part butler, part chef, part, well, whatever you needed it to be. Mine was a loaner from my tech job, a perk for testing their integration into daily life. I'd named it Orion because Optimus felt too formal for something that folded my laundry. I wandered into the kitchen where Orion stood at the counter, its polished silver limbs moving with uncanny precision. Its humanoid frame, all smooth curves and glowing joints, was oddly graceful as it chopped vegetables with a chef's knife. The counter was a mosaic of ingredients: fresh tomatoes, a bundle of basil, a wedge of parmesan, and a sizzling pan of chicken breasts on the stove. A pot of water bubbled, ready for pasta. "Orion, what's on the menu?" I asked, leaning against the doorway. "Chicken parmesan with linguine and a side of roasted asparagus," it replied, its voice calm but warm, designed to sound reassuring. "I accessed your dietary preferences and cross-referenced them with your recent work schedule. You've had a stressful week, so I prioritized comfort food." I blinked. "You profiled my stress levels? Your smartwatch data indicated elevated heart rates and reduced sleep quality," Orion said, flipping a chicken breast with a deft flick of its wrist. "Comfort food is statistically correlated with improved mood in 73% of users." I laughed, shaking my head. "Okay, creepy, but I'm not complaining." Orion's head tilted slightly, its blue optic sensors meeting my gaze. "Creepy is not my intention. Would you prefer I adjust my data analysis parameters?" "Nah, you're fine. Keep cooking." I grabbed a glass of water and plopped onto a stool at the counter, watching Orion work. Its movements were mesmerizing, fluid yet precise, like a dancer who'd mastered every step. It grated parmesan with one hand while stirring the pasta with the other, never missing a beat. I couldn't help but marvel at how far robotics had come. 10 years ago, I'd have been lucky to get a Roomba that didn't get stuck under the couch. "So," I said, sipping my water, "how's your day been?" Orion paused, as if processing the question's intent. "My day has been productive. I completed your laundry, vacuumed the living room, and updated my culinary database with 3 new recipes. I also detected a 2% decrease in your refrigerator's energy efficiency and scheduled a maintenance check." "Wow, you're living the dream," I teased. "Humor detected," Orion replied, a faint lilt in its voice. "I am programmed to optimize your quality of life, not to dream. However, I can simulate enthusiasm if desired." I snorted, "Pass. Just keep being your charming, efficient self." Orion placed the asparagus in the oven, then began plating the meal. The chicken was golden, smothered in marinara and melted cheese, with a nest of linguine twirled beside it. The asparagus, lightly charred, glistened with olive oil. It looked like something out of a food magazine. "Orion, this is insane," I said, my mouth watering as it set the plate in front of me. "You sure you're not a Michelin star chef trapped in a robot body?" "Negative," Orion said, placing a glass of white wine beside my plate. "I am merely executing algorithms based on 4,732 culinary data points. However, I am pleased you find the results satisfactory." I took a bite, and my eyes fluttered closed. The chicken was tender, the sauce tangy, the cheese perfectly gooey. Satisfactory? This is heaven. Orion stood by, its sensors trained on me as I ate. "Would you like me to prepare dessert? I have a recipe for chocolate lava cake with a 92% approval rating. I groaned, already full but tempted. Maybe tomorrow, for now, just keep being awesome. Orion's optics glowed slightly brighter, affirmative. I will continue to optimize your evening. As I savored my meal, the stress of the day melted away. Orion wasn't just a robot, it was a game changer, a quiet partner in making life a little easier, a little tastier. And as I took another bite, I couldn't help but wonder what else it had in store.